And alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Leicester City facing Manchester City.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
And the lineup for Leicester City. Nico Schlotterbeck plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. Rafinha starts with Luis Diaz out wide. And the striker today is Victor Osimhen. And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Ronald Araujo plays alongside Alessandro Bastoni in central defence. And leading the line today, Robert Lewandowski. Di Marco. Malcolm. Simple save, really. Well, no let-up, plenty of pressure. Luis Diaz. Having a shoot. And how about that for a save? Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, great header. Smart stop, though. It'll be a corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, not the easiest of chances, tightly marked, but not even close in the end. Well, we have to extol the virtues of Rafinha. He's very entertaining, but he delivers as well. What might we see from him in this game?
Well, his major attribute is his pace. It's as simple as that. He's dynamic both with and without the ball. He really does take some stopping.
Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Blocking it. Carvajal. Ferreira. Could be dangerous. Carvajal. Ferreira. And putting paid to the danger. Really intense pressure applied. Diaz. And he takes on the shot. It was on its way in. And support available. And simple for the keeper. Alessandro Bastoni. Lewandowski. Frimpong. What can he do with it now? And let's give credit to the defending.
Well, Leicester have certainly dominated possession over the last 15 minutes. You sense it's inevitable the goal will come. It's certainly no less than they deserve. They just need to be a bit more clinical in that final third now.
Malcolm. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, it broke down, alas. Di Marco. Chouameni. Malcolm. Now he must favour the cross. Decided to come in from the flank. They keep plugging away. Aurelien Chouameni. And ready for it is Leroy Sané. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. Hit with such power. What a great goal.
One 0 then.
Number 27, Leroy Sané.
Vitor Ferreira. Schlotterbeck. Gvardiol. Nico Schlotterbeck. Leicester showing good width here. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. A City free kick forthcoming. Conte. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Trying to open up the defence. And he could cash in. And a goal! An end-to-end game. And they weren't behind for long.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So, a level contest. 1-1. Time to play it over. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact on the ball.
Ferreira. Camavinga. And he takes it away. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. And now the visionary Lewandowski. Terrific block there. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. And danger averted. Well read. And time is up as far as the first half is concerned here at the King Power Stadium. Well, we know how dazzling Rafinha can be, and he was very much on top of his game in the first half. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, he certainly got his team back into this game with that goal, because up to that point, they hadn't played particularly well. I think he's had a decent first half, but he'll be looking to build on his goal in the second 45.
And the match begins. Luis Diaz. Happy to shoot. And how about that for a save? And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Oh, fancy footwork. And players waiting in the centre. The inside route looks promising. Can they cover up? And a time for cool heads. Well, both sides encountering difficulties keeping possession. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Well, they need to get bodies back. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Malcolm. Oh, body in the way, crucially. Determined defending. Now, who can he play it to? Osimhen. Nicely timed tackle. Now counter-attacking possibilities. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Camavinga. Vitor Ferreira. Very quick thinking there. Sané. Leroy Sané! And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. It's a short corner. Lewandowski. Marvellous anticipation. "30 minutes to go then." Araujo. N'Golo Conte. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Diaz. Attempt the lead. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
On they go again. A wake-up call for the City players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Frimpong.
With the owner of the blue car parked outside
Room to roam for City on the wing. But they dealt with the threat posed. Now the counter-attack looks on. Can they keep it going? And a chance to whip it in here. Could be threatening. And clears the danger. Jeremy Frimpong. Walker now. Leroy Sané. Dangerous looking attack. And defensive play to be applauded. Sané. Back to Lewandowski. And effectively parried away by the keeper. Pedri. Here's Carvajal. Malcolm. Looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. A quarter of an hour remaining here. City move it forward with purpose. And still they wait for the chance. Oh dear, they passed up what was a golden chance.
Well, that's a big opportunity wasted. I'm not sure how he hasn't scored there.
And Leicester could be onto something here. And the shot. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. And they're making a change.
Number 33, Alexis McAllister.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Not all that convincing defensively. Diaz. Great defending. And the decision offside here. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Time is against Manchester City, but still they could hit back. Oh, that's a really good run. It was a magical save, it was. So a personnel change then. He's driven in the corner. That's the clearance that was called for. Well, the play just breaking down a bit here. And he could really get at the opposition. Now he must favour the cross. Carvajal. Electing to cross into the centre. In it goes! To increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, here's the replay, and as you can see, Carvajal's cross was always going to be threatening, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next? And support available. Can he convert? Must score! Well, the keeper in position to prevent another goal from him.
Well, he's a massive threat. That really could have been his second goal there.
So 3 minutes of stoppage time it'll be. City finding space on the flank. Oh, a fine block. Just the challenge that was required. Alexis McAllister. And Diaz has it. And so there we have it, the final whistle, and Manchester City have lost this game. What did you make of it?
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal. I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Well, your thoughts on Luis Diaz and his performance? I think I would give him 10 out of 10.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.
Luis Diaz. Happy to shoot. And how about that for a save? Oh, great header. Smart stop, though. It'll be a corner. And ready for it is Leroy Sané. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous. Trying to open up the defence, and he could cash in. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Sané. Leroy Sané. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. Diaz to take the lead.